Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Last night on my WWE Network, I was able to watch from the on-demand section. I was able to check out and I was able to watch WrestleMania 20. Around WrestleMania 19, I fell out of love with wrestling. Scott Steiner and Triple H just pushed me over the top as a feud that I just really couldn't get behind, even though Triple H is one of my favorite guys. I just, I was at a turning point in my life where I was just like, I didn't feel like sitting at home and watching wrestling on Monday nights was the place that I needed to be. I could be out on the town. I've talked about watching wrestling in 2002 and 2003 in podcasts on Freaking 88. I've made videos on it myself. But I don't know. I just moved on, and I thought I was never, honestly, ever going to come back. Every once in a while, if I was at work, I would read a wrestling magazine, like WWE Magazine, sitting there on the shelf. If I was really, really bored on the internet, I would go over to the dirt sheets just to see, basically what was going on, maybe to keep up a little bit, but I never would turn on the TV. I never would do anything like that. There was one time when I was flipping around the TV and I stopped on Raw for a minute. First time in over a year. And I had seen the unmasked Kane, and they were trying to make him out to be some sort of big, huge killer monster without the mask. And I was like, fuck this. And just kept on going. But I found WrestleMania 20 on a DVD shelf at one of the used video game stores. And I think I paid like $15, $14.99 for this. And when I picked it off the shelf, I didn't even care about WrestleMania 20. I bought this for basically the special features. It had a thing called the Mania of Mania, which is what I've named my WrestleMania videos on here about. Well, I've stole the name from there for years. I mean, since WrestleMania 27 is when I put up the first mom video. What's mom mean? Mania of Mania. And I just mainly bought it for the top 10 greatest matches ever from WrestleMania. It's the little countdown. Of course, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels and the Iron Man from WrestleMania 12. I don't really go along with that myself, but that was number one on the list, and that's what I bought it for. And after I watched that enough, I was like, you know what? Let's just watch this show and see if it can catch me. And man, oh man, I mean, like, just seeing the star that they had made Eddie Guerrero out to be. It wasn't for me. I mean, it just wasn't there. Everybody knows about Goldberg and Brock Lesnar with Stone Cold Steve Austin as a special guest referee. Just basically the fans wanted to know. I mean, this is one of the first events I can really think of as getting, hijacked and taken over because of the bad, response from the fans. Goldberg and Brock didn't give a fuck. Jim Ross is having to tell everybody that both of these guys are leaving the company after this match, and it doesn't really matter. They're just, having a match out there just to have a match, and it should have been a lot better than it was. I think everybody in this match, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Goldberg, and Brock Lesnar, has regrets about this match, and they could do it over to show you how big it could be. Goldberg on the outs with WWE, even though they released a DVD this year. Hope he enjoys, being at WrestleCon this year, because I'm sure that he wishes he was wrestling at WrestleMania, and he should have took that deal at WrestleMania 27, and he would have been there fighting Taker that year. They had